It was just a message. Weddings still on, but I'm spending the last few nights before with my ex-boyfriend for closure. I stared at the words. My thumb hovered over the screen, hesitating. I read it again, and then again. Her ex, the one from before me, the one who had ruined her life and healed her, according to her. The one who came and went in a flash of confusion, or so she said. Closure. I wasn't angry, not yet. It was so calculated, cold. She expected a reaction, she always did, but I wasn't going to give her the satisfaction. Do what you need to do, I replied. Then, without another thought, I picked up the phone. I dialed the venue. The wedding? It was off. I didn't need to explain why. A few days passed. I didn't hear from her. I didn't expect to. She was busy, right? Busy with closure. But something simmered beneath my skin. Her message. The way she sent it so casually, like a gift to herself. No apology, no hesitation. I started to notice the little things. The way she avoided my gaze. How her phone seemed to always be turned face down. The late nights. The sudden distance. Maybe I was just paranoid. Maybe I was overthinking. But when I found her perfume bottle, the one I had never bought her, on her bathroom counter, something clicked. I didn't say anything. I didn't need to. I let the silence build. I didn't need her to confess. I knew. I could feel the truth like a shadow in the corner of the room. I just had to wait. I waited. Days, nights, no confrontation, no accusations. I simply observed. Her phone, her texts, always so careful, so guarded. I caught the flicker in her eyes when she'd glance at it, the slight tension when it buzzed. I wasn't going to let her lie to me. I dug into the details. Her ex-boyfriend, the one who she'd finally found closure with. I searched through old photos, social media profiles. Nothing on the surface. But there was one thing, one glaring thing that stood out. He was still following her, on every platform. I thought about calling her out, pushing for an answer, but I didn't. Instead, I quietly made a few phone calls. I hired a private investigator. I didn't need to be a part of this mess. Let someone else play the part of the fool. 3 days later, the investigator's report landed in my inbox. It was all there. The late-night meetings, the catching up, the intimacy. The closure was just a lie. I waited until the night of her bachelorette party. I didn't go. I didn't need to. I sat in the quiet of our apartment. The phone rang. It was the venue. I could hear the surprise in the coordinator's voice as she explained, "We received your cancellation. The wedding's off?" I could hear her gasp. I could almost see her stumbling for words. She didn't even know. My fiancé didn't know. I let her absorb the shock of it, just long enough for her to realize that everything she had planned, everything she dreamed, was now gone. The catering, the flowers, the venue, all canceled. I hung up without saying a word. Then I waited for the call. It came. She screamed. Her voice cracked, desperate. "What do you mean? Why would you cancel it?" "You don't need to worry about it," I replied, my voice as cold as ice. "It's done." There was silence on the other end of the line. And then the truth hit her. The next morning she came back. Her eyes were red, her face twisted with confusion and panic. She walked into the apartment, trembling, looking for answers, her emotions spilled everywhere. I sat still, watching her. "Why?" she asked. "Why would you do this?" I didn't move. I didn't need to. "I know about him," I said quietly. "I know everything." She froze. I stood up, took the report from the investigator, and handed it to her. Her hands shook as she opened it. Her eyes skimmed the pages, the evidence so neatly laid out, like a confession she hadn't made yet. I watched her break. Her expression, once full of arrogance, now crumbled. She didn't look at me. She couldn't. "You were always too clever for me," I said softly. But I was cleverer. And then I did the one thing she didn't expect. I walked away. I didn't look back. I sat down, feeling nothing. Nothing but the slow, steady beat of my own heart. There would be no reconciliation, no tearful apology, no dramatic ending. Just nothing. I didn't need her. I didn't need anyone. The last words I spoke to her were the only words that mattered. Do what you need to do. And now I had nothing left to say.